Girl. But look, guess what? I was sitting here reviewing my book that is late to return to my formatter. And I was like, you know what? Let me jump on and do this video really quick about SHERRI Shepherd. Girl, guess why she got married? You're not going to believe why she got married to the bum she got married to. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Because I told y'all in this book, 23 Times Guys You Might Don't Marry. Do not marry this man on page 129 of 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet. Hey girl, happy Monday evening. I just want to come on really quick. I'm reviewing my book to send it back to the formatter. But I want to come on and say hi, how y'all doing? Happy Monday. Okay, I love you. I thank you for all of your love and your support. Thank you for those of you who are joining my Patreon. Thank you for everybody that's giving me love. Thank you for the offers. Thank you for supporting my book. Thank you for the reviews. Girl, I just love you. I just love you, girl. I just love you. Girl, why SHERRI Shepherd said, be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. I'm almost at my 17,000 cousins, so I really appreciate the love. Check out my Growing Generational Wealth channel. I did a video on there this morning. I am doing Growing Generational Wealth steps or journey or whatever, and I did number 2 this morning. So to see what that is, I need you to check it out. Leave a comment for me, girl. I love you. Thank you. So, girl, SHERRI Shepherd is going to let us know, girl, that she got married for what? The dingling. Yes, she did. I said, no, she didn't. Girl, she said she got married for the dingling, for the ghetto dingling in here in this book. But let me tell you what I tell y'all. Let me tell you, you ladies that's married this man for the ghetto dingling is only good for about 3 months. Because after about 3 months and you get used to the ghetto dingling, you know what? The innate-ness in you is going to kick in that God put in you, because it is innate in us for the men we lay down with and do dirty, freaky, sneaky stuff, calling the wall, climbing Jesus stuff with, in the bed, on the stairs, on the kitchen table, on the dining room table, and on the couch in the living room. Girl, it is innate that the men we are laying down with take care of us, provide for us. You think you're going to be happy with Mr. Ghetto Dingling, but honey, in about 3 months, 6 months, baby, you're going to be like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I need to pay this rent around here. I need to pay this mortgage. You know why? It's in there. But you know what? Y'all don't listen to me. So maybe SHERRI Shepherd could help y'all to say, leave Mr. Ghetto Dingling alone, okay? Leave him alone. He ain't no good. All the dingling is good for about 2 weeks. And so this is EXO Nicole Celebrity News. SHERRI Shepherd admits to settling in her marriage. She said, I was in my 40s and scared. I'm 26, and while that may seem young to you, watching my friends and family getting married and have kids while I'm romantically stagnant with no suitable prospect makes a quarter of a century feel like a lifetime. As my ovaries and my tolerance depreciate by the minute. See, their tolerance depreciate. Don't get there, girl. It leads me to wonder if I've been too picky in my dating life, or if I swipe left on Mr. Right a long time ago. Pressure burst pipes, and sometimes the fear of my biological clock can trigger me to make some pretty irrational decisions. According to SHERRI Shepherd, she knows the FOMO. I don't know what the SHERRI struggle and experienced it firsthand in her previous marriage. After divorcing her first husband, SHERRI was fighting for custody of her son when she introduced to a stranger. When she was introduced to a stranger by mutual friend Niecy Nash. Well, you know, Niecy's, you know. Remember what she told us? Remember? Y'all remember that advice she was giving women? Talk about a BJ a day will keep. Who she says going to keep him away, and then what happened? Next thing we know, she's divorced, and now she's married to a woman. So, I mean, I'm just careful about who I take advice from. You understand what I mean? Who would one day become her husband. Although her ex had a salacious reputation among her inner circle, you know what they say, love is blind, and their advice fell upon deaf ears. She told the devil is a lie. Love is not blind. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a video. Love is not blind, girl. It ain't blind, honey. Because when you come out the pot, you say, like, I love that. It ain't blind, It goes on to say everybody said that. Steve Harvey said it. Barbara Walters said it. Whoopi Goldberg wouldn't come to my wedding. Everybody tried to tell me. The only person who showed up was Kim Whitley because she get a free iPod and she was bridesmaid. We gave away free iPods. My God. So they wasn't coming to the wedding because they was like, girl, no, you are not about to marry this bomb. Okay. It's the rule that you should never go grocery shopping when you're hungry. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Don't go grocery shopping when you're hungry. And when you're hungry, and you should never offend your love to a man, offer your love to a man when you don't love your damn self. In Sherri Shepherd's case, her fear of being alone led her to make one of the biggest mistake of her life. I was in New York doing the View, and I was lonely. That's what it was. You can't do stuff out of fear and being lonely. All of the women, the View were magazine, were amazing, but they had lies. Whoopi would go home and eat her brownies. She was gone for the night. Then Elizabeth had her family and Joy had hers. So I was out there by myself. Later, the relationships led to fractures in relationships with even her close friends, including Niecy, although the two of them have mended their relationship since the divorce. Sherri says that she's weary of ever letting her friends play matchmaking again. I cut that off because you know what I noticed? They was married to bums and they was trying to hook me up to bums, okay? Ain't nobody, none of them marry a man like my husband. We had a big blowout. We did. I said, Niecy, I will never go out with anybody you introduced me to. We came to meeting of the minds yesterday. We were together. She said, would you just go out? I said, yeah, but I'm not going to get married to any of your recommendations. I mean, come on. Wasn't Niecy on husband number 5 or 6 or 2 or 3 or something? And she out here giving bad advice. Talk about suck his D every day. I mean, come on. You gonna listen to somebody like that? You know, I'm not telling married people to do in their house. I'm just saying, okay? Okay, ultimately, Sherri was able to take responsibility for her own shortcomings in her former relationship, admitted that she should have never made a major life decision out of fear of being alone, she explained. At the time, I was in my 40s and scared. I was like, I'm getting older. Who's going to want to be in a relationship? It was a lot of stuff done out of fear. I was also raised in the church to believe you can't have sex before you get married, so I was horny. The whole celibacy thing, this idea that it's better to get married than to burn. So I got married too because I was horny, and look, we never had sex. Huh? Huh? You got me, y'all got married, but you all never had sex? What now? At the time I was in my 40s. She's getting older. Sherri is a reminder to be careful what you pray for, and that you should never settle until you get it. Your standards aren't too high. You just have to be patient enough to meet a man who can rise to the occasion. Sherri learned the hard way that you should never let your fear of missing out cause you to miss out on what you deserve. Child, please. I ain't selling for no Ghetto Dingling, girl. No broke man. I got to pay bills. I got to pay rent and mortgage and put food on my table. But why I need to marry him? I ain't going, girl, I'm turning my life over to you. I couldn't do it. I'm just saying, girl. But anyways, let me go ahead and read Mr. Ghetto Dingling out of here. From the 23 types of guys you might meet. Page 129, Mr. Ghetto Dingling. I have always wondered why ladies lay up with guys who have no job, no house, no car, and no means of taking care of himself, much less a woman. Well, it's because he might be Mr. Ghetto Dingling. It's been stated that Mr. Ghetto Dingling doesn't work, but spend all his time being taken care of by a hard-working woman. He has a good dingling. Mr. Ghetto Dingling will jump in your inbox and tell you how good his dingling is. He tells you how he can make you have multiple orgasms every 7 seconds. Mr. Ghetto Dingling insists that you're missing out on the best dingling of all times. Many women foolishly allow Mr. Ghetto Dingling to get in their heads. Next thing you know, Mr. Ghetto Dingling is sitting up in your house, eating your baby's cereal and drinking their milk. He sleeps all day while you work several jobs so that Mr. Ghetto Dingling can be a kept dingling. Because of this, I'm all for taking the cookie off the table by the Sure Girls, available so sell. Okay. If you don't give Mr. Ghetto Dingling your cookie, you won't know how good his dingling is. Honey, baby girl, you deserve better. Please let Mr. Ghetto Dingling go. And so Mr. Ghetto Dingling is the broke dick dingling. Don't work, you're taking care of. She basically says she got married to have sex, and look, they didn't even have sex. Okay, a lot of women out here marry dinglings. You marry him because the dingling was good. Until you get used to the dingling, then you start fighting and cussing, talk about he not working. Because she married him for the dingling, but then she came around, Sherry came around talking about, well, he ain't got no job, he ain't working with you. First of all, was he working when you got with him? See, a man who has a working history, who loves to work, is not a man that's gonna sit down without a job. Maybe if you're sick or something, or you get laid off, but let me tell you, he gonna be out there looking for a job. And ladies, this is one of the questions you need to ask your man while you're dating. If you lose your job, how long is it going to take you to get a new one? First of all, ladies, you need to make sure he is marketable. What do I mean by marketable? This is what I mean. I asked my husband when I was dating. I say, how long would it be before if you lose your job? Because stuff happens. People get laid off. He said, well, I most likely I will get a package, and then I will come home, get a few suits, and I'll be on the first thing smoking to DC, and I will have a job in a couple of days, because the jobs that I need to get quick, that's going to pay me what I need to get paid, they are in DC. I say, thank you, Jesus. But then he showed me his savings. He said, but don't worry, I have savings, I have investments, so on and so forth. I have other income that I can pull on, so you don't have to worry and be fearful of everything. But you ladies, you marrying these men and got no job, don't have no work history. He have 55 jobs in 1 year, and you think you gonna make him get a job. No. Marry a man who is walking in his purpose. Husbands are to profess their love, provide, and protect. If he can't do that, man, why are you going to submit yourself and turn your life over to the bum, the dusty, the struggle male, the ghetto dingling? And with that, girl, I have to go, and please go on over to Amazon and pick up this book, 23 Types of Guys You Mind Me, because when you are dating these men, you need to know who they are. And honey, let me tell you, this book will keep you from a whole lot of dusties and boogies and raries and get a dingling. Girl, I got to go. I gotta go. I go. Take the cookie off the table. Take it off the table. I love you. My Ko-Fi shop is going to be linked below if you want to get the t-shirt. Okay, I think I'm putting it on sale. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Talk to you later. Bye. Be so sure to subscribe.